Gamification is recreating games, going through the process of building games and applying it to student learning. There's a level of engagement the students that you just can't reach with some sort of traditional method. So you go into a classroom and you say, we're going to look at studying this part of the curriculum, but we're going to apply it to a video game. Every kid plays video games. And to look at learning differently, to look at it through the lens of building a game and applying it to what the teacher is teaching, the level of engagement with the students is off the charts. In the brainstorming section, the students talk about what a video game is. They break down all the aspects of a video game and they talk about all the particulars so that everyone's on the same page moving forward as to what their game would look like and what it requires in order to actually be a video game. So the snapshot breaks it down. It talks about gameplay, it talks about characters, it talks about modes of play. It essentially says to the students, you need to have a general idea as to how your game is going to work, what the characters are, what the storyline is prior to beginning the process. Teacher approves it to make sure they're on the right track, and then they go into the details and digging deeper into the program. The game logo is something that would be synonymous with the game. So for example, everyone knows what the Super Mario logo looks like. Everyone knows what the writing is for Zelda or Sonic the Hedgehog. We're asking the students to look at that from a media literacy lens and to come up with a really interesting way to kind of market their game and to find that logo that's particular to their game. Like everyone knows the Minecraft writing. We want the students to create something that connects to their game in a similar fashion. So the game summary document is the storyline. Basically, every video game has a storyline. We just don't look deep enough into the actual game when we're playing it to find out what that storyline is. What we ask the students to do is to really take a step back and talk about why is the character in this situation? What is the backstory that leads to this actually happening? What is the story about this character going through this process and trying to solve whatever challenges the character is facing? Why are they there? This is an amazing part. The character origin story is one of my favorites because you're asking the person who created the video game to go back in time prior to with this video game. So for example, Frogger. Why is Frogger trying to cross the road? Why are all these frogs trying to jump across the road? What is the backstory that leads Frogger to the situation where he's leaping from one end of the street to the other? Why? The arcade in the final event is a culmination of all the different work, all the work that the students have done. So it brings together all the different aspects of this game, and then it's a great chance for the students to present their work. So they can show their arcade, they can show how far they've got in coding their project, they can show their game design document, they can show the research that went behind it, and furthermore, they can pitch their ideas to different people around the room, and they can work on the skills that are required in order to be, a business person, an entrepreneur, and they can bring together all the skills that they developed over the last few weeks, and they can really deliver that in this arcade fashion.